Let's move on now to race number 9. It's the penultimate race. It's Class 2, 1,400 metres. And again, we've got some real quality gallopers returning to the racetrack here, headed by, firstly, Ho Ho Khan, and secondly, Flying Thunder. Encouraging. Mission Tycoon's had a few races already this season. He's back in trip. He's the one for us. Grace and Mercy, a horse with a lot of talent when you look at his overseas form. Gold Chess already won a race. The Hulk makes his debut. Golden 60 has won 4 of 5. Columbus County and King of Hearts, a winner already this season. He's chasing a high achievement bonus along with quite a few others. Now Encouraging and Taking Aim, who's one I failed to mention in the race card there, is another one that's a horse that's got a fair decent engine. He's won 2 of his last 5. He's been up at Chunfar too. Here's the speed. Yeah, the pace proved to be good here. The stablemates up front Encouraging with the 10-pound claimer on board, Taking Aim right there. Grace and Mercy, he's got a wide draw, so Aldo's got a few decisions to make there. Gold Chess likes to race just behind the Mission Tycoon. He's going to get a similar run to what he did last time out, but he was a little bit disappointing. I thought few interesting ones there. The Hulk and also Golden 60 down there on the rail.
Ho Ho Khan, he comes into this race fresh. He looked really progressive last season. He went through the 4-year-old series and ended up winning a Group 3 over 2,400 metres. So he looks good. The other one we're going to look at are these 2 horses, the Hulk and Columbus County, both rivals in the race. Again, both trained by Casper Founds. I thought the Hulk, they'd be running him in green colours. But anyway, they're both going nicely here in the morning. And Golden 60, he was very impressive last start. Comes out of a really strong form race, and he's going really well. He looks good here once again, beating Mr. Croissant, who came out and won. Yes. It's a fair point, Paul, no doubt about that. He's the one for us. Gallant in defeat here. King of Hearts honest. Gold Chess won prior to this. Just overhauled final stages. Do we give these guys a chance?
Yeah, I think we've got to give He's the one for us another chance. He was just beaten by one better on the day who had a lighter weight, that being Uncle Steve. It was still a good run. He's got gate number 12, which isn't ideal, but he has overcome a wide store before 14 when he ran particularly well to win 4 runs ago. So he's never been too far away, and it was a good effort. Just that light weight got him, I think, with the Uncle Steve.
And he has won second up before. He's the one for us as well. He's the second up now, and with that run under his belt, I'll give him a chance. He's in the numbers.
I wonder how many more points he's got in the back pocket there. He's the one for us.
He does run and he's got a funny head carriage.
He carries it high.
Yeah, he does.
You wonder whether that might limit him when it gets to the real nitty-gritty. Let's go to Vincent Ho and hear what he has to say about Ho Ho Khan and also Golden 60.
Vincent, Golden 60 recorded his 4th win. It is only his 5th start last time out. How impressed were you with that victory?
Yeah, I know he always have a good turn of foot, and just have to relax him in the race, and he approaches a good section in the last bit. So I know he'll run well, and yeah, to win like this is I'm happy with him.
What's your thoughts of the 1,400 metres, because he has failed over 1,400 in the past?
Yeah. 14, I think it's also shoot him, and this season he has been a bit more relaxed than last season. So hopefully this time he'll do well.
You've also had an association with Ho Ho Khan, who goes around in the same race. How's he been progressing towards his first up run?
He's doing very well. I assume he'll run very well as well. So I'm looking forward to see how he performs, and trial and work been excellent for him. Yeah.
Yes, has a nice association with a couple of horses in this race. Vincent Ho in Ho Ho Khan, and obviously sticking with Golden 60 over the shorter trip. Flying Thunder certainly made a very impressive debut to Hong Kong racing. 7 starts for 2 wins and 3 placings. He did take a run or 2 to really get into some rhythm, but boasts a victory over Full of Beauty, who's running around in the Premier Bowl earlier on.
Yeah, look, he was a really good progressive horse last season. I'm not sure if he's totally wound up for this one, so I haven't put him in the numbers, but he's a really nice horse going forward.
I think he can certainly run a race first up. I've got him in. Grant Van Neerkerk was able to get the Premier Cup on him last time out. He's got lots of ability, so I'm intrigued to see how he goes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Frankie Law's thinking with regards to him this season, but I'd expect him to run well enough. Grace and Mercy, we know he's a very talented galloper on his form from overseas. Is he ready yet, Paul?
Yeah, I think he is. He's had that one run, has Grace and Mercy. That was last season. You can see this was a really nice trial from him. And look, he was a Grade 1 winner in South Africa before he got here.
That's the Athero trial.
Yeah, certainly his beauty generation there as well. He'd had blood in the trachea first up, then he had that surgery for the left guttural pouch.
All right, now let's move on to the Hulk. Of course, racing in those famous colours worn by the Duke and some other really good horses here over many years in Hong Kong. And I saw him trial on opening season night on the turf at Sha Tin. Thought he needed the run. He's had a few more months of work and trials, and I still think he might be needing a bit more.
I'm intrigued to see how he goes. That's Owner's Star who won during the week down the outside in the yellow there, so he's finished in behind him. He was Spirits All Bear when he was trained by Nigel Tyley in New Zealand. He was a winner at Ellerslie of a Group 3 race there over 1,400 metres, 4-year-old series in mild. And the other one, Columbus County, he's an interesting newcomer as well, but I'm happy to watch both of them.
He's had 4 trials and he goes okay. Interesting choice, Spirits Will Bear. A name, I should say.
Don't get that blood pressure too high, Paul, you might turn green. What are you tipping?
I'm going with Golden 60. I think he's a real class horse and he's got plenty of rating points in hand. It was a great win from him last start in a very strong form race. He's the one for us, Grace and Mercy, to improve. And I'm going to throw Taking Aim in as well. He's a 2-time winner here in Hong Kong. He's been going nicely. 11, 5, 6 and 7. I think the 11 will win.
11 Golden 60 on top for me. His only failure's come over 1,400 metres and it was from Gate 1. He's got Gate 1 this time round, so hopefully he can relax nicely this time. Golden 60, number 11. 2 Flying Thunder, I think, can run a big race. So too, he's the one for us. And Mission Tycoon, I thought Saturday was a little bit disappointing. He was second, then set up outside her lane leading stone. They went fairly hard down the side, so he gets another chance. 11, 2, 5 and 4.
Worth mentioning, as you said, he was defeated over this distance, but it was a late decision to run him in that race, 1,400. If you go back to an interview with Vincent some time ago. But, yeah, I tipped him as well. I think Flying Thunder's the one to watch late. We'll take a break. That's 9 of the 10 done. When we come back, we'll look at the final race on the card at Sha Tin, along with the best bets and the stats.